Hey everyone, today on People Now, Amy Schumer mourns the loss of sexual assault survivor Daisy Coleman, who has died by suicide.
Also on today's show, Braff honors his late friend Nick Cordero with a special tattoo.
Plus,
she started manufacturing these gym wraps, these masks.
Actor and, let's be honest, heartthrob Boris Kodjoe gives us all the details about how he and his wife Nicole Ari Parker are helping the heroes in the fight against COVID.
Captain America Chris Evans tells us about his new real-life mission to get Americans pumped for politics.
Also,
we're just in a good spot.
HGTV star Christina opens up about co-parenting with her ex Tarek El Moussa and filming her new show during COVID.
All that and more today on People Now. Let's go. Hey everyone, welcome to People Now. I'm Andrea Boehlke and here in Wisconsin. Jeremy, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Happy Thursday. Good to see you. There's so much to get to today, guys. We begin with this. Here's what you need to know and what's trending today. Amy Schumer is mourning the death of sexual assault survivor Daisy Coleman, who's died by suicide. She was only 23 years old. In a lengthy Instagram post, Amy shared a photo of Daisy, writing in part, "You were a warrior, a beautiful artist, and I'm lucky I got to get to know you and love you. This is a gut-wrenching loss, and we will continue all your incredible work with Safe Bay, fighting for survivors."
Daisy founded Safe Bay, a student and sexual assault survivor organization where students and teens learn about sexual assault prevention, bystander intervention education, and Title IX advocacy for teens. Amy and Daisy collaborated on a Safe Bay benefit in 2017.
On Tuesday, Daisy's mother, Melinda, shared on her Facebook page that her daughter had died. She revealed that she called the police on Daisy earlier that night due to crazy messages and posts, as she put it, that were concerning to her. Melinda added, "I wish I could have taken the pain from her. She never recovered from what those boys did to her, and it's just not fair."
Daisy was 14 years old when she was allegedly sexually assaulted by Matthew Barnett, a teenager in her small Missouri hometown. She was left intoxicated, wearing only a t-shirt, for hours outside her home in sub-freezing temperatures. She shared her story in the 2016 Netflix documentary, Audrey and Daisy.
Daisy's accusation led to a felony sexual assault charge against Barnett, but it was later dropped. He pleaded guilty to a lesser charge and claimed the sex was consensual. Daisy previously told People that she had forgiven him.
The case triggered national scrutiny against Daisy's family, as well as an intense backlash in their small town. After becoming a target for bullying, both online and in person, Daisy attempted suicide multiple times before becoming an advocate for other survivors. We are thinking of Daisy's family and friends at this time.
Yeah, and guys, we always like to take an opportunity like this to remind you, if you or someone you know is considering suicide, please contact the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. The number's listed below. You can text STRENGTH to the crisis text line at 741-741 or go to suicidepreventionlifeline.org.
Braff honored his late best friend and Broadway actor Nick Cordero in a permanent way with a beautiful new tattoo on his arm. The tattoo artist, who goes by Dr. Wu and regularly inks celebrities, posted a picture of Braff's arm to Instagram with an incredibly realistic portrait of Cordero in a full suit and hat, dancing with an arm raised in the air. The photo is captioned, quote, "In loving memory to the greatest star, Nick Cordero," on his friend, Braff.
The suit seen in that tattoo is reminiscent of the costume that Cordero wore in the Broadway musical Bullets Over Broadway, which he co-starred in with Braff. That was back in 2014. Cordero died from coronavirus complications in July at the age of 41.
To mark the 1-month anniversary of his death, Cordero's wife, Amanda Klutz, posted a heartfelt note to her husband on Wednesday, writing in part, quote, "I wish I could see you, hold you, kiss you, talk to you, hear your voice, get a hug, see you with Elvis." There she refers to the couple's son, who turned 1-year-old in June. Klutz went on to say, "Your huge presence in our lives is missed every second of every day. I love you forever and always." A beautiful tribute there. We're thinking of his friends and family at this time. Grammy-winning music producer Noel "Detail" Fisher has been arrested on multiple sexual assault charges. According to a press release, the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department arrested Fisher Wednesday on 15 sexual assault charges and 5 additional felony assault-related charges.
He's currently being held on a bail of $6.29 million. According to authorities, the alleged crimes happened between 2010 and 2018. Detectives brought the case against Fisher to the LA County District Attorney's Office for review in January, and the LA County Sheriff's Department's Special Victims Bureau continues to investigate multiple adult sexual assault allegations involving him.
In a statement, authorities said, quote, "Based on the nature of the allegations, Special Victims Bureau detectives believe there may be additional potential victims, and they are seeking the public's help in identifying any such victims."
Fisher's attorney said in a statement to the Associated Press that he is certain Fisher will enter a not guilty plea and contest to the fullest all of these allegations.
In 2018, Fisher was accused of rape and sexual abuse. At the time, singer BB Rexa spoke out, alleging that the producer, quote, tried to with me, but I literally ran out of that studio. And according to the AP, in 2019, an alleged victim who accused Fisher of rape and abuse was awarded $15 million.
In 2015, Fisher won a Grammy for co-writing the Beyonce and Jay-Z hit Drunk in Love. He's also known for working with Nicki Minaj, Lil Wayne, and Akon.
If you or someone that you know has been sexually assaulted, please contact the National Sexual Assault Hotline at 1-800-656-HOPE or go to online.rainn.org.
All right, moving on to this. Alyssa Milano has revealed she tested positive for COVID-19 antibodies. The actress shared her results in an Instagram post on Wednesday, revealing that she basically had every COVID symptom earlier this year, but tested negative for the coronavirus when she was sick. She also posted a photo of herself wearing what appears to be a mask attached to a breathing machine. She wrote, quote, "This was me on April 2nd after being sick for 2 weeks. I had never been this kind of sick." She went on to explain her symptoms, saying everything hurt, loss of smell, it felt like an elephant was sitting on my chest, I couldn't breathe, I couldn't keep food in me, I lost 9 pounds in 2 weeks, I was confused, low-grade fever, and the headaches were horrible. She later added, quote, "It felt like I was dying."
Despite her symptoms, Milano said she tested negative for coronavirus twice at the end of March and received a negative result in her initial COVID-19 antibody test after she was feeling a bit better. That test was done through a finger prick. But for the past 4 months, she says she continued to live with lingering symptoms like vertigo, stomach abnormalities, irregular periods, heart palpitations, shortness of breath, and trouble with short-term memory. So she decided to take another antibody test at a lab where blood is drawn to be sure of her diagnosis.
Milano's going public with her experience to let fans know, in her words, that our testing system is flawed and we don't know the real numbers. The star adds that she'll be donating her plasma in the future with hopes that she might save a life.
Testing positive for COVID-19 antibodies indicates that the person has been exposed to the novel coronavirus. However, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has warned that the antibody tests currently available may not be accurate and should not be used to determine if someone is immune to COVID-19.
All right, stay with us. Chris Evans is opening up about how he's inspiring others to get involved in politics. Plus, Christina Anstead is talking mom life, co-parenting, and how her series Christina on the Coast was filmed during the pandemic. Stick around.
Meet Michael Richardson, the son of Liam Neeson and Liam's late wife, Natasha Richardson. In this week's issue of People, the rising star is opening up about working alongside his dad and his special connection with his mom.
And he doesn't only have talented acting parents, his grandmother is Vanessa Redgrave, and his aunt is Jolie Richardson. Michael credits his aunt for inspiring him to explore his creativity and says that his grandmother is his role model.
Currently, Michael stars in the drama Made in Italy alongside Liam. The film is about a father and son bonding after the death of the family matriarch, which hits close to home for them. His mother, Natasha, died in a skiing accident at 45 years old in 2009. Michael tells People that making the film with his father was a cathartic experience and hopes it will help others coping with grief.
As for taking his mom's last name, he says it was a way to honor her and her side of the family and carry on the name. Michael says that becoming an actor has also made him feel a special connection to her. He adds that he feels lucky to be able to watch her films, but treasures his own memories of her warm personality. For more on Michael Richardson, check out this week's issue of People. It's available on Friday.
All right, everyone. ABC's hit series Station 19 wrapped up season 3 back in May. Fans are just holding on until season 4 comes back. Joining me now is Captain Robert Sullivan, Boris Kodjoe. Hi, Boris. Nice to see you again. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. I was looking at your Instagram. Looks like you were playing some tennis yesterday.
Absolutely. Tennis has been my life since I was 3 years old. So tennis is the reason, really, that I'm here in the States. I moved here from Germany on a tennis scholarship. So tennis is still a huge part of my life. It gives me relief. It's not a daily thing, but I play 3 times a week for sure. Tennis is a huge part of my life. It's taught me a lot of things beyond the sport. And I try to sort of pass that on to my kids.
Incredible. I'm terrible at tennis, so I applaud you. Let's talk about Station 19 real quick. So in season 3, we saw a pivotal arc for your character facing drug addiction, relationship turmoil. You know, in the finale, your character ends up waking up alone after a surgery and demanding morphine to help with the pain. So what does this mean for your character and also his relationship and marriage with Andy?
You know, that's the beautiful thing about Krista Vernoff and Shonda Rhimes. They sort of leave you at the edge of the seat from episode to episode. And even for us actors, you know, we don't know what's going on until we get the script. So I was surprised that he was going to be back on drugs after the turmoil that he went through. But I guess it's going to make it more exciting come season 4. And then his relationship, you know, they jumped into this marriage so quickly. They're both traumatized by various events in their lives, and hopefully they'll find a way back together. But like I said, it always makes for great drama and suspense.
Well, fans are really excited. They're waiting for season 4. Can you give us any updates? Because you guys haven't started filming, right?
We have not started yet, but it looks like I just got a start date 2 days ago. So I think we're going to start end of August. Of course, they had to make sure that the various protective measures are in place to protect us and to keep us safe. So we get tested, I think, every 2 days, 3 times a week. And there's some changes in terms of how the crew operates and what the set looks like to keep us all safe.
Have you read any of the scripts yet? Do you know any storylines, or what can fans expect?
We had a writers meeting, but I'm not sure exactly. They pitched so many stories to me. I'm a little bit confused. So it's really exciting for me to find out. I can't wait to read the first couple of scripts.
All right, well, let's switch gears here. You and your wife, Nicole, started the hashtag Help Our Heroes initiative. I think this is so wonderful right now. Can you tell us more about the initiative, and how did you get it started?
You know, my wife, who produces the Gym Wrap through our Gym Wrap company, had this idea one day about 2 months ago, and she said, look, we need to pivot. We need to manufacture these masks because there's essential workers out there on the front line putting their lives and their health on the line for us every single day, and they're running out of PPE, they're running out of masks, they're running out of support. So she started manufacturing these gym wraps, these masks, these gym wrap masks, beautiful different colors. They're washable and they're super soft, so you can wear them every day. I actually wore them when I was playing tennis, and so Help Our Heroes is really our attempt to do our part in supporting those who have put their lives and their health on the line for us every single day through this pandemic. And I really want to tell people we are so grateful and humble how supportive everybody has been through this initiative. Everybody's been buying these masks because every time you buy one, we can give one away.
I know that your kids are also involved with the initiative. Why is it important to you to have them involved with this?
You know, my kids are 15 and 13, and we believe they're old enough to understand what's going on and to have these difficult, sometimes uncomfortable discussions, whether it's about the pandemic or social unrest, whether it's about social justice or equality. Those are very important issues that affect them every single day. So we need them to understand the reasons behind some of these things that are happening and form their own opinion and be a part of the solution.
Being at home with 2 teenagers can't be easy, right? How have you been coping with that?
Like 2 felines going at it all day. So we keep them busy. You know, I have a structure. I'm German, so I have a schedule for them every single day.
I'm German too, so I understand. Like, I definitely need to have my schedule.
Look, if you do your chores, you get to play. That's the principle behind it. So they take care of their stuff and they get to do whatever they want.
There you go. And you know, you and your wife have this wonderful relationship. I mean, what has this time at home taught you about your family and your relationship?
You know, that's interesting because these past 5 months have been just so eye-opening on so many levels, because as a family, you get so much closer. There's no escape, you know. You have to deal with each other. You have to find out about yourself. I've done a lot of soul searching in these past couple of months and figured out some of my patterns and how it affects my family, how they affect my family. And so you just have to have honest conversations and try to communicate every single day, and hopefully you grow together. And in terms of getting on each other's nerves, you know, thank God we have a house with a couple of rooms. So if it gets too much, we all can go in our separate corners and take a break from each other, which is also healthy.
It's very important. Well, Boris, thank you so much for chatting with us about everything. And thank you so much for doing this initiative. I think it's really wonderful. And for more information on the hashtag Help Our Heroes initiative and to donate a mask to frontline workers, visit thegymwrap.com.
In this week's issue of People, Chris Evans is opening up about his surprising passion project. It's a bipartisan political website that aims to inspire Americans to get involved in government.
After 2 decades of movie stardom, and despite now being able to make any movie that he wants, Evans, a self-described homebody, decided to step into the controversial world of politics. In July, he launched the website, astartingpoint.com.
Chris Evans shared with People his goal of creating more participation within the political landscape and how the website is designed to demystify the most common political issues. Take a listen.
It was 2017. I was watching the news, and there was something I didn't fully understand, and I'm a little bit of a news junkie, and I went to Google it, and I was kind of discouraged by how hard it was to find simple, concise information, and I couldn't help but think, man, if it's hard for me to process this stuff, I'm sure there's plenty of people out there who are dealing with the same struggle, and it just felt like there was a bit of a hole in the market. I think there are a lot of people out there who are interested and curious about politics, but turn off a little bit because, well, not only is the political culture a little toxic right now, but it's daunting. There are a lot of big concepts that I think a lot of people don't know where to turn to find kind of a gentle access point. Our biggest concern was that the narrative behind the site would reflect our actual intentions, which is to be unbiased, which is to be objective, which is information-based and designed to try and create engagement and connectivity. And so far, that has certainly been the way it's received. I'm getting a lot of emails from people with like minds and similar projects and ventures that they're working on, looking for partnerships, and it's encouraging to see how many other people are out there trying to also create engagement and predicated on facts and information and objectivity.
Evans tells us his hope for America is as sincere as his Marvel character, Captain America's. He says this: we have the power, we have the numbers. The more people that are engaged in politics, the better chance we have of creating a government that accurately reflects who we are as a nation. For more information on Evans' website, visit astartingpoint.com and check out this week's issue of People on Newsstands Friday.
All right, so if he's into cocktails, what about if this is the cubby hole? You split it in half. So the bottom half of the hole is the accoutrement. You have strainer and a crusher, and then this is like a sieve.
Sieve? Accoutrement?
Yeah, so you know all the kind of the paraphernalia you need to make cocktails. So you go to like the bat cave, and he pulls out the secret drawer, and then everything's got a space on the wall. There's the bat gun and the
Oh my God, no, this is exactly what she doesn't want. You're talking about like pinning up like a strainer on the wall?
All right, that's out.
Christina Anstead is back with a third season of her HGTV series, Christina on the Coast. I caught up with her and we chatted all about mom life and filming the show during a pandemic. Watch. People magazine actually covered your new addition to your family, baby Hudson. Talk a little bit about caring for baby and kids during the isolation period. Are you managing well? Are there times where you feel like the chaos is sort of overwhelming, or what's the vibe?
Oh, for sure. It's definitely overwhelming. I feel like everyone I talk to is overwhelmed for one reason or another. Like, it's hard when, life goes a certain way and then all of a sudden it's like, it's like everything stops and it's just so different. So it's just taking things one day at a time.
You're the design queen. Your home looks beautiful. I see it there. And before we started this interview, kind of moving the shot around, I saw all of your home, or a lot of it, and it looks great. What are some things that people can do, a practical tip, things that people can do that can make their home more comfortable and I guess more livable during this time when they're in there all the time?
So I feel like one thing that people could do that's free too, like very minimal expense, is decluttering. So like something that I've done and I continue to do, I do all the time, is like decluttering my closet or my pantry. So it's really just like taking everything out, laying it all out on the floor and like getting rid of things that you never use, giving away things that you haven't worn in 5 years, and then just like reorganizing. That for me makes me feel so much better. It makes your house look more beautiful. It just makes your life easier. You're
filming Christina on the Coast during this time. We know the Kardashians have had to film themselves for their reality show. Wondering if you've had to do the same thing. Are you grabbing the camera? What's the deal?
Like a couple months ago, yes, occasionally. There's a couple walkthroughs I wasn't able to do, but now we've figured out like a protocol so that everyone's safe and our crew's smaller and we're doing all the appropriate things as far as like social distancing and sanitizer and masks and everything. So we're in a good spot. We're filming both shows. I have the same crew for both shows, so that makes things easy, and we all love each other, so it's super fun.
That is great, a tight-knit group for sure. When you film a docuseries and you go through that process season after season, you really open your life up. everything's documented, the good, the bad, the ugly. I want to know if there's like a moment or some moments in the past that you've really loved documenting as you look back, and others that you're just like, oh, this is the cringiest thing ever. I can't believe it aired.
Yeah, I mean, of course. I don't know. I feel like some flip or flop stuff, like when we were like arguing, I don't know, looking back at that, it's just like, I don't know, kind of weird. Cringe.
Yeah.
Really like stuff that's fun to look back on and is like pretty amazing. It's just like watching my kids grow up on camera through Flip or Flop, through Christina on the Coast. I mean, it's just awesome to have like those memories that I can look back on and watch. It's pretty incredible.
I know you're filming Flip or Flop season 9, right?
Yeah, crazy.
Congratulations, working with your ex-husband Tarek. He recently announced his engagement. You guys have a seemingly a really good partnership and parenting relationship, work relationship. How has all of that evolved, especially with new partners in the scene?
I think like it's just gotten a lot easier. You know, I feel like time just makes things easier in general, and we've been separated for 4 years now. So we're just in a good spot. You know, our priorities have always been the kids and will always continue to be. And that's what makes things just go the smoothest.
All right, coming up tomorrow, Luke Bryan is going to be here with what we can expect from his upcoming album. It's called Born Here, Live Here, Die Here.
Plus, we'll have more from Meredith Vieira as we look ahead to the second season of our game show, 25 Words or Less. It was really nice to talk to her. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Bye, guys.